4 more states legalized recreational marijuana during the elections this month. Let's bring in pot stock watcher, I hope he doesn't mind that title, Mitch Baruchowitz. He's with us this morning. All right, Mitch, the big deal for the marijuana industry seems to me to be legalization at the federal level. That would open the whole industry up to proper banking service and all the rest of it. Do you think Joe Biden is going to federally act at the federal level?
Thank you so much for having me again. It doesn't really matter what happens at the federal level right now when it comes to driving stocks forward that are either marijuana adjacent or directly related to marijuana because of the movement of what's happening at the state levels. So I do think there will be some federal movement because it's something that's been promised through the Biden administration. But ultimately, as I said last time, I think that the growth of cannabis is so inevitable that whatever happens at the federal level is just a driving force, but not necessarily a headwind anymore in the growth of the industry.
Are we now at the point where you could say that legal weed has kind of suppressed and gotten rid of much of the black market?
Oh, certainly not. There's still $60 billion of illegal sales in the United States every year, $60 billion. That's a huge number. It's about 4 times the size of the legal market. So the legal market is continuing to grow at about a 17 to 25% clip, depending on what's happening with state approvals or ballot measures like we saw recently. This just past election where 5 ballot measures passed. But at the same time, if you look at the ancillary spending that also needs to go to support that growth, you're looking at an industry growing 30%, and that's with a massive illegal market for the legal market to target over the next few years.
Can you tell us how many, how about tons? Can you tell us how many tons of legal marijuana are sold in America now per year?
Tons of legal? Well, you'd have to take about the 20 billion of sales and factor in about $1,500 an average pound or so. So just doing some quick math, I think it's something like 200 or 2 million pounds, I think, or something like that. Or 2 million tons, I'm sorry, 200,000 tons.
I'm just trying to get a handle on how big this market is, and you're telling me
enormous.
It's big and getting much, much bigger. So buy the pot stocks, right?
Well, the stocks are all a function of just growth. And if you think about the largest marijuana stocks, they're all a function of how big their actual addressable market is. And the addressable market for legal companies right now is enormous. It's growing very quickly, and their market cap should grow to reflect that inherent growth. There's not many markets that you're going to find 30, 40% growth a year for the next few years, at least foreseeable, regardless of what happens at the federal level.
Absolutely got that right. Mitch, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Come back soon.